Carl, you want to hand me all the waivers and we'll hand them to Frank. Okay. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna head out this way, and I'm gonna go around to the
Mr. Walney, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're doing here today?
Yeah, we're going to be taking a little bit of a look at what's happened to the landfill in the last 20 years since it was closed as a waste facility and has been rehabilitated as a park since 2008.
Mr. Shanley here at the Fresh Kills Park. I'm here today with our science guru, Mr. Walney, and I'm also here with Jose and Shannon. They are research associates with the Fresh Kills Alliance. So I was going to start out by asking Jose if you could just tell us a little bit about what you do here.
So at Fresh Kills, Shannon and I study the wildlife mostly. So that's the birds, our deer, the foxes, our skunks,
the
the bugs also. The very important part of the ecosystem that's providing our birds with a lot of food, which is probably one of the reasons why we have so many birds here. And we also do water quality testing in the waterways, which are all part of Richmond Creek.
And Shannon, could you tell us a little bit more about why this place is so important for birds?
Sure. So obviously we've undergone this incredible park transformation, and now we're starting to see all this different wildlife come back and return. And it's a really interesting aspect to study, is seeing how these animals are returning to the park, how we're seeing these populations grow and change over time. For example, we had grasshopper sparrow first appear here in 2015. There were a couple birds, and then as of last year, we had 53 breeding pairs here. So it's interesting to see how this park is just evolving with nature and the wildlife coming back.
Is the grasshopper sparrow a special bird in New York City? And if so, why?
Yeah, so grasshopper sparrows are a species of special concern in New York State. That means that within the near future, they're likely to become threatened or endangered, which is something that we don't want. But grasshopper sparrows at Fresh Kills actually represent what is one of the largest populations in all of northeastern North America, if not the largest population that we have in the Northeast. And so at Fresh Kills, where we have this one population on this one part of the park on the East Mound, which is actually right in front of us, it's essentially, it's almost like a refuge for this species in this urban metropolis where historically, yes, the species was here, but within the last 30 or 40 years, they really haven't been anywhere in our region in any significant numbers.
So that's really important.
Yeah.
Mr. Walney, can you tell us a little bit about what your memories are of the Fresh Kills as you were growing up on Staten Island?
Well, when I was a child, this was mostly natural salt marshes. The landfill had opened up in the late 40s. By the time I was a child on Staten Island in the late 50s and early 60s, the operations were relatively limited, although you could see them working from Arthur Kill Road. As time went on, the mounds grew bigger and bigger, and plastic bags in the trees grew more and more common. Eventually they did put some remediation for the bags, but the area around here didn't smell too good. They were capping it with, as they do with modern landfills. However, it still was a big eyesore and made traveling anywhere near it kind of an odorsome event. It changed quite a bit over the years when they finally capped it in 2001, closed it down entirely, and it's now developing very nicely as a natural parkland.
Great. Shannon, just one more question. When will my students be able to come here and enjoy this amazing place with their families, do you think?
So it's completely possible that we can bring classes in
This year.
probably this year
Okay, great.
to do a bit of a tour and come show you around the park and see the amazing wildlife and birds that we have here. So hopefully in the very near future, we would love to welcome school students to come in and enjoy the park with us.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. All right, Staten Island Academy. Miss you guys. Have a great break. Morning. Can you talk a little bit about what these little poles sticking out of the ground are that we keep seeing?
Well, as natural as the land appears on the surface, underneath us is many tons of landfill. And in among that is quite a bit of organic matter, which, as it decays, produces methane, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. These collection units retrieve that so that it doesn't build up underground and cause problems. So these are collection units that go down into the landfill and basically vent gases that would otherwise cause problems.